how I felt shame for the first time as a little girl. In the next few minutes, I want to share with you my personal story of my first encounter with body shame. My name is Argentina Leiva, and for the last 13 years, I have been helping women like you and like me overcome body shame using boudoir photography. And in this video, I want to share with you one of my personal stories so that you can start to find your own sources of shame and start healing so that you can become a happier and more fulfilled life. So the story goes, going back to when I was 6 years old and I started first grade in elementary school, in Mexico. It was a very strict teacher. And on the first day, she started to ask us for our names and asking if we had a handkerchief, which I didn't have. All the kids that did not have a handkerchief, which was for hygiene purposes, were asked to go and step in front of the classroom. And once we were all there, one by one, she hit us with a ruler really, really hard. And I was the last in the line. And when she came to me, I remember I was so scared and my bladder started to just, overreact. And then the most painful pain I've ever felt in my life just run through my hand, all through my body. And I started crying. But then suddenly I stopped crying because I got distracted by the laughs of all the children. So I looked up to figure out what was happening. And everybody was laughing and they were looking at me and pointing down at the floor. And when I looked down, I saw that I was standing off a puddle of my own pee. So I had urinated in my own underwear out of the pain. My bladder just couldn't contain itself. And that moment marked my life forever because they were laughing at me and at my body. And that affected me really for decades to come because I felt that my body was the reason of my shame, that I was being laughed at. It couldn't hold its pee basically. And for years, if I would get laughed at or scolded or raise the voice or ridicule, my bladder would overreact and sometimes a little bit would come out. It was until I started a healing process and I read this book, The Big Leap by Dr. Gay Hendricks, that really started to understand the source of my body shame. And by understanding where it came from, I started to heal and forgive myself and really understand also that my body was not failing me. It was actually protecting me because that urgency of peeing is actually a survival skill. The body is telling you, run, your life is in danger. Just didn't get the memo that we're not in danger of being eaten by a tiger anymore. But the whole purpose is the same, is to keep us safe. So I'm not going to deny it. It was through boudoir photography that I really learned to love my body and seeing her, how beautiful she is, how strong she is, and how she is there to protect me. Even in that situation where I thought she was betraying me, what she was trying to do was to protect me. My body was there for me all the way. The same is for you. Your body is there for you. It's going to do whatever it takes to keep you safe and to keep you alive and to keep you going. So I invite you to explore boudoir photography as a tool to really fall in love with your body, to really learn to see how beautiful she is and honor her and appreciate her because she cannot survive without your love. I can promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. So click on the link below and you are going to be redirected to a page where you're going to learn a lot about doing a boudoir experience with me and how it has helped thousands of women like you. And when you register, you're also going to be entered in my monthly giveaway of a free boudoir session in either my studios in Chicago or in Austin,